Episode 3: The Guardian of Echo Lake. The forest had gone silent, not the peaceful silence of a quiet night, the kind that made the world feel as though it were holding its breath. The crimson eye beyond the shattered mirror stared at the four friends without blinking. Dark hands continued reaching through the fractured glass, each one stretching farther than the last. Kale slowly raised his crystal sword. "Stay behind me." "No," Luna answered softly. "We stand together." For a long moment, nothing happened. Then the eye closed. The hundreds of shadowy hands froze where they were, one by one. They crumbled into silver dust that drifted away on a gentle breeze. The mirror itself slowly repaired its cracks until it became perfectly smooth once again. The reflection of the forest returned. Only Mira's reflection remained different. Instead of showing the frightened girl standing before it, it showed an older Mira, confident, powerful, wearing robes stitched with glowing constellations. The reflection smiled kindly. "Do not fear your future." Then it vanished. The mirror dissolved into thousands of glowing lights that floated upward like fireflies disappearing among the trees. No one spoke. Finally, Rowan broke the silence. "I've decided," he forced a nervous grin. "I officially hate magical mirrors." Even Kale laughed. The sound echoed gently through the forest, chasing away the last traces of fear. Morning arrived, wrapped in silver mist. Sunlight filtered through enormous branches, painting the forest floor in golden patches. The silver compass rested in Luna's hand. For the first time since they had found it, its needle had stopped spinning wildly. "It wants us to head east," she whispered. The four friends gathered their supplies and continued walking. Hours passed peacefully. Crystal birds sang melodies, unlike anything they had heard before. Tiny glowing foxes darted between flowers that shimmered with blue light. The farther they traveled, the more alive the forest seemed. "It doesn't feel dangerous anymore," Mira said. Luna smiled. "I think we earned its trust." By late afternoon, the trees began to thin. Beyond them stretched the most beautiful lake any of them had ever seen. Its waters reflected the sky so perfectly that it looked as though another world existed beneath its surface. Floating lilies glowed softly in shades of blue and white. Tiny fish made entirely of light swam lazily beneath the crystal clear water. Mountains surrounded the lake like ancient guardians. The air carried the scent of fresh rain and blooming flowers. Rowan let out a long breath. "I could stay here forever." Even Kale lowered his sword. "It feels safe." Near the shoreline stood a small wooden dock. An old boat drifted gently against its posts, and sitting at the end of the dock was an elderly fisherman. His silver beard reached nearly to his waist. A wide straw hat shaded his face. Without looking at them, he spoke. "I've been expecting you." The four friends exchanged surprised glances. "You know who we are?" Luna asked. The old man smiled. "I know what you carry." His eyes settled on the silver compass. "It has waited centuries to awaken." The fisherman introduced himself simply as Orion. He claimed to have lived beside Echo Lake for longer than kingdoms had existed. Naturally, Rowan found this impossible to believe. "You don't look 1,000 years old." Orion laughed. "The lake remembers those who remember it." Nobody understood what that meant. Somehow, it still sounded true. As evening approached, Orion invited the travelers to share his simple meal. Fresh bread, wild berries, herbal tea, warm vegetable stew. Nothing magical, nothing extraordinary. Yet after days of traveling, it tasted like the greatest feast in the world. The old man listened as the friends told him about the falling star, the crystal beast, the ruined village, the whispering forest. When they finished, his smile faded. "So, they have begun to awaken." Luna leaned forward. "Who?" Orion looked across the lake. "The Shadow Court." A cold breeze crossed the water. "They were once guardians. They became prisoners. And now, they seek freedom." The gentle waves lapped quietly against the dock as the moon slowly climbed into the night sky. None of the four friends realized that tomorrow would change everything. That night, Orion offered them shelter inside his lakeside cabin. The tiny home overlooked the moonlit water. Outside, crickets sang softly beneath countless stars. The peaceful sounds soon lulled Rowan to sleep. Then Kale, then Mira. Only Luna remained awake. She stepped quietly onto the porch. Orion sat there already, staring across the lake. "You couldn't sleep either?" he asked. "I have too many questions." He chuckled. "The curious rarely sleep well." For several minutes, neither spoke. Finally, Luna asked the question she feared most. What are star bearers? The old fisherman remained silent. Then he pointed toward the lake. The water began to glow. Images slowly appeared beneath its surface. 12 figures stood together atop a mountain of crystal. Each carried a different weapon. Each glowed with the light of the stars themselves. They protected the balance between worlds. The vision changed. Darkness spread across the sky. Entire cities vanished beneath black storms. The 12 warriors fought desperately. One by one, their lights disappeared. Only one remained. The image faded. The last guardian sealed the darkness away. But seals never last forever. Luna watched the water become still once more. Are we meant to replace them? Orion looked toward the sleeping cabin. No, you are meant to become something entirely new. Just before dawn, a single bell echoed across the lake. Dong, dong, dong. The sound came from the center of the water. There was no island, no temple, nothing. Yet the bell continued ringing. Orion immediately stood. It has begun. What has? Kyle asked, rushing outside. The Guardian has awakened. The surface of Echo Lake slowly parted. Water flowed upward instead of downward. A stone pathway emerged from beneath the lake itself. At its end stood an enormous gate carved from white crystal. Ancient symbols glowed across its surface. The silver compass flew from Luna's hands. It floated toward the gate. The doors slowly opened. Warm golden light poured through the opening. Waiting inside was a magnificent creature, nearly 20 feet tall. Its body resembled a stag formed from crystal and moonlight. Branches of silver leaves grew from its antlers. Stars shimmered beneath its transparent skin. Every step it took caused flowers to bloom beneath its hooves. None of the friends could speak. The creature's gentle eyes rested on each of them. Finally, it lowered its head, not in attack, in greeting. Orion smiled. It accepts you. Before anyone could respond, the creature suddenly lifted its head toward the eastern mountains. Its peaceful expression disappeared. A deep, mournful cry echoed across the valley. The mountains answered. Black smoke rose beyond the horizon. Birds exploded into the sky. The earth trembled beneath their feet. The ancient guardian took one slow step backward. For the first time in countless centuries, it looked afraid, far away. Something enormous had awakened, and it was coming. The journey to the floating mountain would have to wait, because an ancient darkness had finally found Echo Lake.